Hello everyone, my name is Heather Autumn and welcome to my channel. If I look a little tired, it's because I'm home from work and I'm just really excited about this recipe. This is actually a special episode because not only is it going to give you something unique and different to put on your Thanksgiving table, but it's also a shout out video. One of my followers named ClearlyCaribbeanReb. I don't know if he wants me to use his real name, but it's his birthday this weekend. And so I want to give him a big shout out. Happy birthday. So because we're coming up on Thanksgiving and it's getting chilly out and things like that, I wanted to make something that was really comfort food feeling. But I found this recipe and I absolutely love it. It sounds delicious and it is pumpkin, apple, and 3 cheese macaroni and cheese. And it has all these fall spices like nutmeg and cinnamon. It has gorgonzola, it has fresh rosemary and apples. It is amazing. And so I really want to show you this. Also, again, like if I look a little red, I live on the 2nd floor of an apartment and the people who live below me have control of the thermostat. And so hot air rises, and so it is toasty in my apartment. I'm actually considering opening one of the windows. It's so hot, but it's okay. I'm gonna get started on this, and I just wanted to again give a shout out and a very big happy birthday to ClearlyCaribbeanReb. If you see him in the comments, be sure to wish him a happy birthday. And for those of you who also follow me, tell me what your birthdays are because I really enjoy doing this kind of stuff and recognizing people who follow my channel. So, and if you don't follow, be sure to like, subscribe, and hit the notification bell. It all helps my channel. All right, so moving forward, I just want to let you guys know that if you like recipes written out step by step with a nice ingredients list, be sure to check the link in my description. It takes you to my blog where this is all written out and you can follow it step by step. And hopefully it goes as well for you as it has for me. All right, so quick lineup of all the things we're gonna be using. All right, so before we start getting into these recipes and ingredients and things like that, you wanna go and start your water boiling. All right, I had to put my hair up. It's getting like sweltering in here. All right, so let's get into our ingredients. So the first thing you want is 1 pound of pasta. The original recipe recommended elbow, but when I got to the store, literally there were like empty shelves because people were doing all of their holiday shopping. And so all they had left are these cavatappi. I'm not Italian, so I'm butchering this, but I just got a pound of that. It's close enough to elbow, it's just multiple elbows. Feel free to choose whatever pasta you want, just make sure it's a pound of it. Next up is a 1/2 cup of pumpkin. Now you wanna make sure that this is not pumpkin pie filling. This is actual 100% pumpkin, 100% pumpkin, because you're gonna be seasoning it all on your own. You don't want to compete with those other flavors. All right, next we have 1 cup of Gruyere cheddar cheese. And then after that, we have 1 cup of gorgonzola cheese. And next is 1 cup of Parmesan. This is kind of finely grated, should be fine. It's all gonna mix together anyway. After that, we have 2 cups of heavy whipping cream and a 1/2 cup of breadcrumbs. These happen to be panko. I'm a fan of Asian cooking, specifically Japanese cooking. I do a lot of that. And so I always have some sort of like panko on hand. This is plain, non-seasoned. We're gonna do all the seasoning on our own. Next, I have 2 tablespoons of finely chopped fresh rosemary. I don't know if you can see it. There we go. Next, we have 3 cups of skinned and cored and chopped into 1-inch pieces apples. The kind that I got were Granny Smith's. I'm most used to using that type with cooking. I feel like it holds its shape really well, and it's what I use for pies and things like that. So that's the apple I would recommend. Next, we have 1 teaspoon of salt that you can see here, and we're gonna do a 1/2 teaspoon of pepper. Next, you're going to have 1 teaspoon of cinnamon and a 1/2 teaspoon of nutmeg. Lastly, you're gonna need a 1/4 cup of fresh olive oil. Now that everything's laid out, let's get cooking. Now the directions say to boil for around 7 minutes. I've been doing this for so long that I kind of taste and try it out as I go. If you're gonna do it that way, I would say wait like 5 minutes and then take out a noodle, put it under some cold water and try it. If it's still crunchy, if you don't think that you would like a whole mouthful over and over of that texture, let it go a little longer. All right, so our pasta is done. The thing you wanna do with that is strain it, run some ice water over or some cold water over it to stop the cooking process and transfer it to a different bowl. Then you wanna get a pan and you're gonna bring this heavy cream to simmer. Now you really wanna make sure not to burn this, so do keep an eye on it. Don't set it and forget it. That is not something to do with this dish. Okay, so as our heavy cream is starting to heat up, we're gonna add the trifecta, which is our 1 cup of Parmesan cheese. Next up is our 1 cup of Gorgonzola. So just add that in there. And lastly is our cheddar Gorgonzola. And you're also going to add our pumpkin puree. And you're just gonna mix that all through. I just tasted this sauce and it's so good. All right, so my sauce is done. So what I'm gonna do is put it over my pasta. All right, next in a large saucepan, which we have, you're going to want to add the olive oil, and I would say heat it to about medium heat. And once our olive oil starts getting kind of hot, we're going to add our apples to that. And we're gonna saute our apples for 4 to 5 minutes. So we're gonna add in our salt, cinnamon, and nutmeg, and a couple cracks of our peppercorn. Okay, so now we're gonna stir that all together. So you wanna get all of your apples coated and ready for this mac and cheese. And in the meantime, you can heat your oven to 350 degrees, let it preheat. And you can also take a casserole dish. My casserole is 9 by 13. So you wanna put some grease in it. I use just regular spray pan. I don't know how good that is, but it's what I have. And you just wanna prep everything because this comes together so fast. All right, so our apples are done. So what we wanna do is add them to our pasta and cheese mixture. Okay, I actually tried a little. It's not even completely done, but I had to. And oh, it's so good. I can't even talk about it because I'll spoil the ending because I know this is gonna be amazing. So the next thing you wanna do is add your breadcrumbs and your fresh, finely chopped rosemary to the top of this, as well as some extra Gorgonzola. All right, now that your mac and cheese is all assembled, you wanna put it in your oven for 350 degrees, anywhere from 15 to 20 minutes, uncovered. All right, this turned out so amazing. I'm so proud of it. I wish I could describe the smells that are happening in my apartment right now. It's got that smell of rosemary and the cheese and the apples are coming through even. This nice little sweet aroma. I can't wait to try this. Okay, so I have some noodles here with some apple there. It has some of the topping that's crunchy, so let's give it a try. Okay, so I'm thinking that most of you have had the combination of apples with cheese, and this is kind of like that in a really unexpected way. Okay, so the mac and cheese, I would say normally would be pretty heavy. I mean, mac and cheese typically is, but the tartness of the Granny Smith apples really just kind of alleviates that, and it makes it kind of a more balanced dish. Plus you have the things like cinnamon and rosemary playing a part. This is an amazing dish. I wanna say, if you brought this to your Thanksgiving party or meal, if you were in charge of mac and cheese, I would have to say you probably win with this. So it serves 4 to 6 people as an entree, but if you're bringing it to like a Thanksgiving dinner and everyone's grabbing like a scoop of it, I'd probably say you should probably still double the recipe, but it's really reasonable. It's really good. All right, so I hope you enjoyed this recipe. Again, if you like it all written out, check out the link below. You'll see Autumn Becomes Me and it'll give you the recipe. So again, happy birthday to Clearly Caribbean Reb. I didn't know if I was allowed to use like your real name, so I hope you don't mind me using your screen name. And again, for those of you who watch this video, be sure to drop him a line in the description below. He's always the first to comment, it seems. And also be sure to tell me what your birthdays are. I love doing shout outs. I love kind of making a video with you guys in mind, especially if it's around a birthday. And yeah, I just like doing that kind of stuff. So if you don't follow me, be sure to like, subscribe, and hit the notification bell. It all helps my channel. And especially if you comment and things and you interact with me, I'm willing to interact with you, especially on your birthday. So thank you so much. I hope you have a great weekend, and I'll see you later. Bye.